Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jalen Williams, DJ Augustine out there with J.J. Reddick. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Outlaw in at the 4. And for the Warriors, Chambers out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Crawford. Then it's Curry. And it's Carter in at the small forward position. And it's the Warriors to start out. Curry with it. Shoots the 3. Drops in the tray.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And Augustine kicks to Reddick. Williams against Carter. Williams gets the bucket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now here is Augustine, following the miss by Wilt Chamberlain. Reddick for 3. It's rebounded by Curry. Carter outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Just great awareness from Curry. So good at reading the floor and finding his open teammates.
Pass to Bamba. Outside Williams. Outlaw in the corner. Augustine looking around. Clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Really has the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Augustine. And so he makes both from the line.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Curry passes to Chamberlain. Over Bamba. And Bamba pulls it down. Here's Reddick. Lays it up and banks it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Crawford. Now the pass to Chamberlain. Crawford against Reddick. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
First team.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
The line for 2. Jamal Crawford.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Crawford. And here's Augustine. Passes it to Williams. Outside, Reddick. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Reddick's got his second basket of the game.
proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Reddick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Crawford uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. There's the lob to Carter. Stolen by Bamba. That's good from Augustine. The assist from Reddick.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Cousins. Back to Cunningham. 13 feet away. Burt grabs the miss. Here is Fernandez. Here's Sabonis. To the right side. Here's Augustine. Gets a very good look and converts. Augustine's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it goes down 2 points.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Fernandez. From past the arc. And that one's good by Petrovic.
And right there is the difficulty in defending Petrovic. He can burn you from deep as well as off the dribble.
Conley, the pass to Crowder. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Off the left rim and out. Conley against Augustine. It's Rudy Fernandez on the wing. The pass to Petrovic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's the Warriors' ball. They trail by 3. Conley gets the bucket.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley. So slick in how he creates for himself.
Now Augustine. He has 6. Pass to Petrovic. Good on the triple.
Drazen Petrovic.
He's got 6.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. They lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
We've got Petrovic. He's out there with J.J. Reddick. Williams is out there with Sabonis. And it's Outlaw in at the power forward. Here's the Warriors with the ball. 4-point game. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Reddick trying to get open. Outlaw with the bucket.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Pass to Collins. Here's Chambers. Nothing on the board. Carter with the 3. The rebound by Outlaw.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Reddick surveying the D. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Reddick's got 7.
Reddick shoots it the same way every time. Love his mechanics.
Curry dishes to Carter. Really left alone that time. Carter's gone 2 of 3 from the field. And Reddick kicks to Willliams. Pass to Petrovic. The kick out to Williams. Rebounded by Chambers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Now here's Reddick. He's got 7. And there's the pass to Outlaw. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point territory. Offensive rebound. Reddick for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
J.J. Reddick.
Reddick's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the touch, the accuracy, the assertiveness of Reddick is what allows him to drain these shots.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Chamberlain comes in for Collins. And it's Crawford in for Curry.
Make some noise.
So it's the Warriors now, trailing by 10. Back to Chamberlain. It's Crawford on the wing. Over Williams. And the Warriors miss again. Reddick against Clarkson. From 10 feet out, shot is good off the back rim and in. Reddick's got 12.
It doesn't take much for Reddick to catch fire. And once this happens, well, he keeps looking to score.
Chamberlain against Bamba. Fader on the way, and the Warriors miss again. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for the away team. Gershon Yabusele at the line for 2.
No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Different look here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Chamberlain. Crowder comes in for Chambers. Kay Cunningham's checked in for Carter. And it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Clarkson.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Team foul.
We've got 1:48 left here in the second. Reddick against Conley.
Good at staying with his man. Love watching Reddick hustle and just make a difference on that end.
And that one drops.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Crawford. And the Warriors miss again. It's Reddick on the wing. Over Conley. Bamba passes to Reddick. Here's Yabusele on the wing. Williams gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got 5 now.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Nick Collison's checked in for the Warriors. Now here's Conley. Passes it to Crowder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to get something going. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in.
Stephen Curry.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Fernandez. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on J.J. Reddick. The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Stephen Curry, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Curry. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.
Your Warriors
leading by 17.
The away team.
And join us right
35.
back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at J.J. Reddick, what a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Chamberlain, Crawford out there with Stephen Curry. And there's Carter. And it's Chambers in at the 4-man position. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Williams. He has 5. Bamba inside, guarded by Crawford. Williams, that's for 2. They get it again. Nice shot there by Bamba.
And this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Curry finds Crawford. His 3-pointers off the mark. Crawford's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Reddick sinks that one from the post. Reddick's got 14 points.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Crawford looking over the floor. Here's Chamberlain. He's good with the little jumper in close.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Will off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Now here is Augustine. 6 points for him. Pass to Outlaw. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Augustine. Outside, Reddick. Augustine passes to Reddick. Outlaw in the corner. Pass to Augustine. Shoots over Curry. Warriors with the rebound. Carter outside. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Williams, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. The the first one falls. Different look here for the Warriors. Collins checked in for Chamberlain. Crowder comes in for Carter. Clarkson, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Mike Conley in for Stephen Curry. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Collins, it's good on the putback.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Burke. Still yet to score. And there's the bucket from Petrovic.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Petrovic has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Chambers the pass to Clarkson. Outside Conley. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. 5 to shoot. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. And the Warriors with some changes. Nick Collison's checked in for Chambers, and Curry subbed in for Mike Conley. .144 left in the third quarter. Back to Augustine. It's holding by Collison. And here are the Warriors now. It's an 18-point game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm balling?
Kay Cunningham's checked in for Crowder. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Augustine passes to Yabusele. Sabonis kicks to Augustine. Dishes it to Burke. Shot clock at 6. Yep, that one goes in there. Burke's got his first points of the game.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Here's Cunningham. Sabonis grabs the board. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Feeds to Curry. And it's sent back by Sabonis. And he recovers it. And a wide open look for Cunningham. From outside, off the mark. Augustine against Clarkson. Back to Augustine. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. And he lays it straight in. Augustine's got 8 points. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Tries from 10. And again, Cunningham missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got DJ Augustine, also Rudy Fernandez out there. Burke is out there with Yabusele, and it's Outlaw in at the 4 slot. Crawford, no luck. Crawford's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. The pass to Outlaw. Here's Burke. Carter pulls it in. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Passes it to Outlaw. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team, Mohamed Bamba. Jalen Williams.
Out to the right wing. Conley against Augustine. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Over Carter. With 1 on the clock. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Chambers the pass to Crawford. Now Carter. Now the feed to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Call.
And the Warriors with possession here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Chamberlain's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Michael Conley. Reddick against Curry. And here is Fernandez. And it's Fernandez slamming it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
First personal foul. First team foul.
At the line for your Warriors, Tom Chambers.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Reddick with it. Outside Williams. And that one, good.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Carter for 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Reddick kicks to Outlaw. And it's Fernandez slamming it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And here are the Warriors now. Crawford outside. Pass to Chambers. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Clock at 6. Here's Curry with the 3. That shot off. Reddick against Curry. Reddick dishes to Williams. Over to the wing. Reddick passes to Williams. Drills it from outside. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. Different look here for the Warriors. Nick Collison's checked in for Chambers. Jay Crowder comes in for Carter. Kay Cunningham's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Curry subbed in for Stephen Curry. That one is no good.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Here is Fernandez, guarded by Curry. Here's Williams. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Back to Cunningham. Chamberlain down low. He's against Bamba. That shot missing. To the wing on the left. Down low. And the dunk by Bamba.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
It's Rudy Fernandez on the wing.
Warriors foul. Cade Cunningham. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the away team, Rudy Fernandez. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Fernandez. And some changes here for the Warriors. Cousins comes in for Chamberlain. And it's Clarkson in for Cade Cunningham. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Warriors. He kicks to Curry. Pass to Collison. Clarkson on the wing. Rebound by Willliams. Now, here's Burke. He's covered by Collison. Crowder against Williams. And Crowder with the basket on the assist from Clarkson.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.